You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. All right, happy Monday. I'm so happy to have you here. Hope you had a good weekend. It's getting busy. I'm hearing folks are going out for holiday parties already, huh? Those early ones. It's the ones that happen like the first day of December that kind of, I don't get. But anyway, the season is upon us. So I want to chat relationships today. Good time of the year to do that because this is when relationships get challenged and pushed to the max. And when I talk relationships, I'm talking your romantic relationships, your marital relationships. Yes, I think there are two different things sometimes. Your kid relationship, your boss relationship, your neighbor relationship, that guy. Yeah, I know. How do you make them stronger? Boundaries? Sort of. I'll let you know a little bit later in the show. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. So basically on a Monday, let me remind you, here's how it goes. Life begins when you move. What's that mean, Scott? Get off your ass. Okay. It's more complicated than that, but if you do that, you're going to succeed in something, and we'll figure out the path after that, okay? Just get off your ass and go. Wait a second. I did. Then life got in the way. Meaning somebody looked at you, somebody did something, you lost your job, whatever. Oh no, what am I going to do? Well, get mad, cry in your beer, have a glass of wine, whatever you want to do, and get over it. If you really want the advanced version of it, just recognize it's going to happen and get over it without doing anything else. Just move on. Hard to do sometimes, I admit. And then, what do I do, Scott? Well, reset. Click, stand up, take a step, repeat. I stand up, head off in the direction I want to go, keep going until I get there, because we know you shouldn't be stopping until you get there anyway. Why? Why would you do that? So I'm perplexed at this, because it's myself too. Wait a second, Scott, this is what you said you wanted to do. You had dreams about it. You wrote stuff about it. You talked about it. It must be something you're excited about. Why aren't you doing it? Good question. That was about 5,000 podcasts ago. I tend to do things the way I want to these days. So if you're stopping by for the very first time, thank you. I'm glad you're here. If you've been here for a while, I did want to say something. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do. I really do enjoy this show. I really do enjoy doing this when I can do it my way. And I do it my way every single day. There's full transparency here. This is me. But thank you for allowing that to happen, because even though I would probably talk to myself a lot if I weren't able to do it, but because I can make a living out of it and reach a lot of people all over the world and really, really have an impact, surprisingly, it's a lot bigger impact than giving away a t-shirt on a radio station. But that was fun too. And the pizza. But thank you for allowing me to do it, because without you, I couldn't. Wait a second. I just sound like a country music star, right? It's like, thank the fans, don't I? Well, I mean it. By the way, it's me, Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. On Mondays, we always ask a very simple question. How's your life going? And I really mean that. You know, it's kind of homework assignment I give people. If I had you on a coaching call, I would say, okay, I want you to go write down, how's your life going? Write all the good, write all the bad, and decide what you're going to do about it. The truth is, and here's the magic truth, you want the easy way? I'll give you the easy way. If you will take a few minutes after this program today and say, how's my life going? And then sit back and open yourself up to the answers, whether you like them or not. Even if you don't write them down, you now have introduced your subconscious mind to what you're really thinking about, and things are going to start to mysteriously get better for you. It happens, but you have to at least go there and say, how's it going? If you don't like it, great, no worries. We can get over that, okay? Be sure to ask that question. So let's talk about relationships. Relationships. Let's talk about relationships. So I'm going to tell you a story, and we'll build up to the climax. Is that okay? It'll be a beginning, a middle, and an end, and we'll build up to the climax. And so, yeah, some of you are going to be bad. Tell it to me now, Scott. No, we don't play that game. Go find the 4-minute podcast. They'll do that for you. I don't do that. Why? Oh, because stories are more fun. Because if we can frame it and make it something that relates to you, then you're going to learn more. That's the reason I do this. Plus, it's what I like to do. That's the most important thing. So when I first met my wife, Joy, I knew instantly we were going to be married. We were going to live happily ever after. I knew it right away. I did. It was instantaneous. I'm a relationship guy. My first wife passed away, amazingly, about 16 years ago yesterday, I think. Yeah. It's funny I would say I think, because for the first 10 or 12 years, I knew exactly. But 16 years ago yesterday, a relationship guy, met Joy fairly quickly after she passed away. About 6 weeks later, I met her. Didn't see her till about 8 weeks later. Didn't actually date her till about 10 weeks later. So, yeah, long story. I'll tell that someday. But I met her and I knew instantly, because I'm a relationship guy, not a dating kind of guy. Have you been in the dating world lately? It's no fun. And we didn't even have a Tinder back then. But I knew instantly I was going to marry that woman. Live happily ever after with her. 15 years later, it's working out pretty well. But there was a problem. See, back then, Joy didn't see it that way. At least not right away. She's a practical person. She's not a dreamer like I am. Now, ladies, don't wish for a guy like me to be around. I will challenge you every single moment of the day. It takes a special woman to let me be me. Does that sound okay? So if life has taught me anything, it's that almost nobody is on the same page when they first meet. That's business, that's romantic, whatever. Nobody's on the same page. And life has also taught me that we might not even be looking at that same page, right? So I have to kind of get on that page. So in any case, relationships, business, whatever, is a very good likelihood that somebody's thinking about something completely different than you. Even though they may like the relationship, but like what's going on, it's cool, they're into it. Now, the early weeks of our relationship, I was in full action mode. I was ready to go. One of those guys, right? Yeah, I was spending money on dates. I was doing they don't do that anymore, do they? They just take walks. I spent money. I got out there. I was on a mission to achieve my goal. Because remember, I told you I was going to marry her and live happily ever after. And I had to go after it to get it, because that's the way it was going to be. I set a goal. I committed to it. I'm that kind of guy. I was frustrated, though. I got to tell you, Joy didn't seem to share my urgency. She just did not. I was enjoying our relationship. There was no hurry. One day I decided to take action. Gave her a kiss the night before. I said, what you doing tomorrow? She said, I'm going to the gym. It's like 9:30 at night. I said, okay. I made my mind up. I dragged myself out of bed at 4:30 in the morning. I drove 30 minutes. I waited for Joy to arrive at the gym. I met her when she stepped out of her car and nearly scared her to death. I wouldn't recommend it. She wasn't thinking about somebody. Like, who's that guy that just came up to me at 4:30 in the morning at the parking lot? I said, I love you. What do I have to do to catch you? We should. She stopped me. With a kiss, by the way. And I mean, I said the 3 words, right? And I had that question, like, what do I have to do to catch you? It's like I was fishing or something. My bait wasn't working. But she stopped me with a kiss and she said, we'll know in about 6 months. Let's enjoy the ride. Now, I didn't show that I didn't like that answer. I just basically said, okay. Kissed her again, got back in my car, went back to bed. And she knew I did. She's like, you're not going to get me out of bed at 4:30 in the morning without taking a nap. It's just not going to happen. I didn't like the answer, though. Just kind of talking to myself all the way back. Man, what? I messed up. I didn't get what I wanted. We were on the same page, maybe, sort of, kind of. But she gave me something. She set a boundary. She set an expectation. I knew her rule, how to play the game, and that she was right. And suddenly, we were on the same page. All relationships, romantic, friendship, professional, they follow the same path. There is an initial spark, a period of trust building, and finally commitment. In time, that relationship grows stronger or it just fades away. Time will tell. That's what these things are all about. It takes a lot of work to keep them going, but sometimes they just don't go that way, do they? That's how it works and how it went for us. Exactly 6 months later, to the day, I asked her to marry me. Yeah, I was doing the electric slide on the dance floor, and it just kind of came to me. It's like I'd gone to the restroom. I was doing the electric slide coming back, and I'm thinking, I think I'm going to ask this woman to marry me. And so I did. I went back and asked her at the Ocean Deck in Daytona Beach. If you've ever been there, that's where it happened, right? They're downstairs. The band was playing, and I asked her to marry me. She said, I would marry you tomorrow, and she didn't. And I promptly, very romantically, picked up a straw wrapper and twisted it up and tied the ring on her finger. Gotta tell you, I don't think she was impressed, but every other woman in the bar, I was the hottest guy there after I did that stuff. It's cool. It just really worked. Expectations were set. We started walking to that tune, and before you know it, it worked. Like I said, 15 years later now, and I still like her. I just told her the other day. And she, I said, I really like you. I love you a lot. And she says, surprise. Yeah, that's my wife. All righty. You have a great day. I have taken up enough of your time. I'll see you tomorrow.